cherish all the time you spend, you tuned into. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned into. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, K Money, and in the building with me, my co-host Slash, Freddie G, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. You can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and or subscribe. Welcome, fellas, to another True Tuesday episode. Today's episode, man, is it may sound familiar. We actually talked about something similar earlier this year, episode 48 to be exact, where Richard Slayman, 62-year-old man, had a pig kidney transplant, and unfortunately he passed away a few months afterwards. Well, last month, Tawana Looney became the fifth person in the world to receive another transplant, animal transplant. She's from Alabama, and out of all the participants that have had this procedure done, she happens to be the most, the least sick. She's actually, she was in the best condition out of all the other recipients to receive the transplant. Mm-hmm. Now, since getting the transplant, this freed her from 8 years of dialysis. To Tawana, she felt like this was a new way of a new beginning, which mm-hmm. I can imagine. Going through dialysis for 8 years and then all of a sudden having to stop, mm-hmm. definitely is life changing for her. And I'm excited for Tawana, and I'm hoping that it's successful and she's able to continue life for a very long time. Now, unfortunately, everyone else that has done this has passed away within 2 to 3 months of having the procedure done. Mm-hmm. So with knowing that information right there, that would have made me somewhat skeptical to even go through with it. But
yeah,
again, knowing that this is your only opportunity to possibly extend your life, I probably would have gone through with it as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she had a time frame, if the doctors had given her a time frame as far as how much longer she had to live or not, mm-hmm. which is what possibly prompted her to make this decision. But like I said, if this was my only choice of extending my life, I probably would have gone along with it as well.
So was this liver or kidney on this one?
This was kidney.
Kidney, okay. Yeah, the other one's kidney as well. So how long she's been after? She's been like 8 weeks now, right? How long you say it was?
Well, it was right after Thanksgiving.
So not 8 weeks. Yeah, so about 6 weeks now.
I got a question, K Money.
Yes, sir.
So what's the nationality of her? What's her nationality?
She's black.
Yeah.
Okay, now the first person that you did a show on, what was his nationality?
He was Caucasian. He was white.
Okay.
I think a lot of stuff was tied to that blood type.
I thought that dude was black.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm still with blood type and because our genes are different. Caucasian, black. I mean, we have stuff that they don't have. We have melatonin, right?
Yeah.
They don't. I really would like to see the outcome. She did it right after Thanksgiving, so that's a good 5 weeks. I really want to see.
Well, she went into surgery just before, but she got out. I guess it was over right after.
Yeah, so we're about 5 weeks. I would like to see this next month because that'll be 2 months at the end of next month.
Well, she won't be going home until 3 months after the surgery. And she's our age. She's 53 years old, again, from Alabama. I was wondering, and I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this, Freddie G, you asked the ethnicities of the participants and her being black. We black people eat a lot of pig. So you think with us consuming a lot of pig that the surgery will fare well for her versus those that don't eat as much?
She just had some bacon yesterday.
Come on, bro. No, I just think that I could have sworn that the first guy, I could have sworn, I could have sworn he was black, but I just think that for some reason it seems that whatever medical treatment that's out there, we don't have access to it like a Caucasian would. Like, I think that they'll try everything else
before they offer this to us.
For a Caucasian, I think they'll try everything else before they offer, hey, put this pig kidney in you.
Yeah.
Versus, us. Hey, all you got is this, and go on, take this pig kidney and go on.
I honestly believe that some things that they do is trial and error for us as blacks. It's a trial and error to see if it works. And when your life is on the line, you'll pretty much agree to anything, man. Just go and drink this bottle of bleach. Look at the people in Africa. They drank all that bleach thinking they was going. I think how many died? 21. The church
drunk bleach for what?
They drunk bleach. The pastor told them to clean them of all their AIDS and all their diseases, and they drank the bleach. And a lot of people got sick, but I want to say about 20 or 21 between 17 and 21 died from drinking the bleach. So when your life is on the line, man, you will pretty much try or do anything. And I don't know, another animal part in me saving my life. Whew.
That boy said another
a
animal
different
part.
type of animal.
Yeah, because I'm a bear. I do stop.
A bear.
I stand corrected, man. I said Richard Slayman was Caucasian. However, he was also a black man.
Exactly. That's why I said trial and error.
Now you have a black man and a black woman receiving animal organs.
Are we the only ones without kidneys? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other races without kidneys that need a kidney.
The thing is, it's an organ supply shortage. So this is what they have to deal with.
But here's something you got to think about, though. It may be an organ supply shortage, but there are organ donors every day.
Yes.
So my question would be, okay, for these organ donors, you mean to tell me y'all know these people need kidneys, and do they just get skipped on the donor list?
Maybe
or do they not even be put on the list?
Donor list.
They're probably not that high on the list.
You know how many people, I get it, and they supposed to go down the list, but you know how many people who are further down on the list, they'll skip over people who are higher than them to give these people down below kidneys.
Yeah,
organs.
I was going to ask, but we did.
Matter of fact, they just had some here in the hospital here.
What, transplant?
Or dealing with these doctors.
Yeah. We
dealing with these doctors.
We did have a story on that.
Where they were taking. I want to make sure I'm correct.
It was a doctor that pretty much he made the decision to skip somebody because he felt they weren't. I can't remember the reason why, but it was his choice to choose to skip somebody.
Yeah. Now think about how many doctors that have the choices to do that.
Yeah. Now they just weren't fortunate enough to have that doctor. If they have to get this pig organ.
No,
I mean, just honestly, they wasn't fortunate enough to get that doctor. And then, but like you say, if that's had to have been their only way of survival because they can't get what they need from a human organ. So the only other option from, I guess, these doctors at these colleges is saying, hey, we can do this.
So check it out. Okay, maybe this is the last resort. My thing is when you guys could see, meaning the doctors, you guys could see that, hey, this person is running out of options or whatever the case may be, or do they have all of the options that this other race may have? It just seems like for some reason we're just limited.
It comes down to money sometimes.
Well, I'm sure money definitely plays a factor in it.
Now, here's what I wanted to ask, but it kind of already answered my question because the last guy passed away, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I was going to ask, is there some type of agreement with these guys that the trial and error, such to the donating pig and baboon hearts and all that if it doesn't work, we will put you in front of the line for a real kidney or liver or heart or whatever? Do they work that out? They should.
Well, think
if you're
about it.
trial and error on me, the first thing you should do is say, okay, it's not working. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. Put a real one in there.
If it's not working, shit, you dead.
Right.
Think about what you're asking, though, Comedian 96. You're saying if it doesn't work,
right,
you should automatically be put at the top of the list.
At the top of the list, because you didn't try to put a pig liver in me, a pig organ, a pig whatever, what was it, kidney. They had the baboon heart last year.
But you have to find a match. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think the dilemma is for those that are on the list is finding someone that's willing to donate, and that's also a match.
I don't think it's the match; it's the willing to donate part. The match part is I'm sorry, the match part, but it's the willing to donate people. That's the part.
The doctors that was dealing with her are actually doctors of incompatible kidney transplant program at the University of Alabama.
So she knew right off the rip.
Yeah, so they got to find whatever is not even if it's not compatible with you.
Oh, you just trying
anything. They're gonna try it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, now please note, Looney donated her kidney to her mother back in 1999, so she was only operating with one.
Oh, now that's messed up, because sometimes you be like, man, I want to donate but then all it takes is, you never know, a couple beers too many, a couple of drinks too many, and now you got a bad kidney. You done donated trying to have a good heart. That is the scariest thing about trying to do the right thing.
Well, it was donate. Her mom, and you do whatever you can for your mom.
Hey, I think
I really pray she make it.
I think, if we were all in that situation and we were compatible to our parents, a mother, father, I wouldn't even second guess having, donate mine.
Yeah. Why it's something that you just gonna do.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
That's your mom, right?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Freddie G, you mentioned earlier about the number of people, on the transplant list that's, getting hopped or whatnot. It says there's more than 100,000 people, on the U.S. transplant list, and most of those need kidneys. Thousands die waiting, and many more, never qualify. So, it's people that, they pass away just from waiting to receive transplants. So it's not an easy thing that happens every day.
And you say never qualify.
Never qualify.
Now that sounds crazy to me. I'm sure you have to. There's a criteria you have to meet to be on this list.
Correct.
But it sounds crazy to me.
Why even put you on a motherfucker if you don't qualify?
Yeah, if you don't even. I mean, it's obvious I need a kidney. I need a kidney, bottom line. That makes me a qualifier in my eye. If my kidney ain't working, I need a new kidney. So you should qualify. That's crazy to me.
Let me back up, man. I mentioned her donating her kidney to her mom. It said that later on, a complication during pregnancy caused high blood pressure that damaged her remaining kidney.
Yeah. Ooh. So she had to have
which eventually failed.
Blood transfusions.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. If it fails, can she still do the transfusions, or you gotta have?
Talking about dialysis.
Dialysis, yeah.
Well, that's what she had been doing for the last 8 years prior to this surgery.
Yeah, obviously that wasn't helping.
Check it out. Well, dialysis work.
Right.
You just gotta go. Gotta go
right.
all the time.
Consistent.
It's a 3-day thing. It's 3 days a week, and you cannot miss a day. That's the only way it's gonna work.
But check it out though. If they tell you, look, we finna put this baboon kidney up in your, or pig kidney or whatever.
Yeah.
If this don't work, I'm sure they tell you the risk of, hey, if this don't work, you can get affected
they have to
and
tell
die.
you.
Versus, okay, with this dialysis, it's just prolonging your death. We're all gonna die anyway.
Right.
But it just keeps you alive longer.
Yeah, but you gotta weigh your options. Okay, if we put this kidney in, it may not take it. You may die sooner versus when you were doing this dialysis. Of course, people get tired of this stuff. I had an uncle, God rest his soul, that was on dialysis. Quick story, man. It's kind of funny. He was on dialysis, and he drinks heavy. He used to drink Seagram's gin. And I'm not exaggerating when I tell you he gets a gallon of gin.
A gallon?
A gallon of gin. Oof. He takes it to the head, but he like to have him a cold cup of water, ice water. So once he hit the gin, he'll backdoor with a cold cup of water. and that's how he do it, right? So he knew the reason why his kidneys was messed up. He knew he had to stop drinking. They had told him years and years ago he had to stop drinking, but he was up front and said, "Man, I can't stop drinking. I ain't gonna stop drinking." So, well, you gonna be on dialysis? Okay, well, that's what it is. So check this out. He would always go to dialysis. He was consistent by going to dialysis, but they run tests so often to see how his blood count and all that old stuff, right? Mm-hmm. That Joker said, "Man," he said, "I went to go get my blood test, my stuff tested or whatever." He said, "Man, my nurse said I'm doing good." He said, "My nurse said I'm doing good. Whatever I'm doing, keep on doing it." You know what this nigga used to do? God rest his soul. This Joker, he's on dialysis for years, decades. He drinks his gin, and the next day they filter his blood. He back sober.
Yeah,
and he come right, get out, drinks again, and they just filter his blood. So he never stopped drinking. He would be drunk going in there and come out sober.
Oh, when
Yep.
God, no.
and come out sober.
Wow. Who was this again, Freddie G?
That's my uncle.
Oh, okay.
My uncle.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It says it's incredible rare for living donors to develop kidney failure, and those that do are actually they're given priority on the transplant list. So for Looney, her test showed that she rejected every kidney donor that had offered. So, again, Comedian 96, to go with what you were saying, if this failed, should she be offered, something, a human kidney?
Yeah.
Well, they haven't found one that works for her, which is, pretty much why they resulted to utilizing this pig's kidney.
So here's the thing: if they don't have a kidney that works for her, you're back on dialysis. That's just it. You're just back on dialysis.
Well, why the other lady, a guy passed. He passed. He could have just went back on dialysis, but he passed.
Well, again, her condition is she's in much better condition than all the other people in the past that have done this transplant. They said she's, I'm using the wrong words, but her health conditions were a lot better than everybody else's.
Okay, I got you. I think hers probably stemmed from only having one kidney. I think some people can't handle. Some people, health is great, and they can go on and live a normal life with one kidney. Even the doctors say that. But some people, I guess it just didn't help. Maybe it was something in the family because her mom had it, right? So she had to give her mom a kidney. So whatever her mom had, her mom probably passed it to her, and she donated a kidney. Now she needs one. So that's another thought. I wonder if the doctors looked at that. Like, maybe you shouldn't donate the kidney.
Well, look at it this way. You say her mom needed a kidney, right?
Right. This the one.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So when her mom needed a kidney, both of her kidneys were fine.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, but when they took it, whatever her mom had, she probably got it as well.
It just came from hypertension from pregnancy. Her kidney, the second kidney went bad from hypertension from pregnancy. A person with two kidneys, in some cases, run into hypertension from pregnancy. So it doesn't necessarily mean that she has a kidney disease that her mom has.
True, Josh. Yeah. Okay, but it's just I'm trying to be Dr. Doogie Howser, MD. My bad.
So you trying to be Doogie Howser?
I'm trying to be Doogie Howser, MD. My bad.
Well, why don't you tell people how you function with your animal kidney?
Okay, so let me explain. As a anteater, what I do.
Boy, you've been several animals on these shows.
You eat everything with an A, don't you?
He got me again. On and off air.
He been getting me all day.
He eat everything with an A.
He been hitting me all day.
You're an anteater.
Yeah,
Apple Jacks. You right.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Keep going.
It. That's nothing else.
Oh, it's a lot of A's.
Hey, it say Looney was aware of the previous donors who didn't make it, but it didn't stop her from wanting to go through with this transplant. She apparently was starting to feel worse on dialysis, but again, this is one of the reasons that she made the decision to go ahead and go through with it.
You know what? She probably was just tired,
Yeah,
too.
I can
Just
imagine,
tired.
man.
Yeah,
I've never been
tired.
through
Yeah.
dialysis, but I've seen a lot of folks that have gone through it, and they're extremely drained.
Yeah.
You know, once they come out of it. But the story you just told, Freddie G, was pretty funny. And that's something to know for future. Hopefully, I'm not ever in that situation. Looney was initially discharged on December 6th. I said she was going home in 3 months, but it says she was discharged on December 6th, which was a couple of weeks ago, wearing monitors to track her blood pressure, heart rate, and other bodily functions. She goes to the hospital daily for checkups, which, you know, I can imagine after a serious surgery like that, you know, you definitely need to do your regular doctor checkups.
Yeah.
She was scrutinized. The doctor scrutinized her blood work and other tests, comparing them to prior research in animals and a few humans in hopes of spotting an early warning detection, which I would think, you know, from the previous donors, you know, each one, they should have learned something, you know what I'm saying, to where they may feel that they're getting close to where this would be 100% successful.
Now, they did say that the kidney that she received before she even woke from the surgery, it was allowing her to use the restroom. So that's a good sign.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
is
good
a good sign. That's a great sign. Like I said, Tawana Looney is the 5th person in the world to try this transplant. Our prayers go out to Tawana.
Yes, they do.
And I definitely hope that, you know, she definitely lasts longer than 3 months. Like I said, I hope this extends her life to where she's able to live, you know, a hell of a lot longer than, you know, what she previously was anticipating on living. And for those out there that possibly are in the same situation, you know, I hope y'all follow this story pretty closely, and this gives y'all hope instead of discouraging you and your illness. We may chime back in on this a couple of months later to see how, the status of Miss Looney. But until then, appreciate y'all for joining us. Come back. Peace. This concludes another True Tuesday episode, and be sure you tune in tomorrow for another episode of Women Wednesday with Freddie G. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like and or subscribe. And to all my 52 Scott faithfuls, it may be new to you, but if you heard it here, then you know it's true.